You are now entering the Queenup Chronicles Talk Zone, the place where crowns are corrected, kings are supported, and the love is real.
Hold up, Jay.
Queenup! We're moving, we're grooving, we're building, we're loving, we're queening. Good day, kings and queens. Welcome to the Royalty Room. I am Jay West, and thank you so much for tuning in to Queenup Chronicles Talk. Now, the royalty for the day is about quarantine dating. Is it possible? Ring the bell. I want you to sound off on your comments below this video, on my Instagram feed, or definitely on my email, Queenup Chronicles Talk. So quarantine dating, is it plausible? Is it possible? Does it make sense? Right? So what we're being more concerned about is our health, our safety. Social distancing is at the forefront, right? So let's talk about it. Virtual dating. So he's been in your DM, queens. Let him pursue you. If you're interested, let him know that you're interested. If you're not, likewise, let him know that you're not. All right? But if you are, indulge him, engage him. So after about 2 weeks, 10 days, 14 hours, 17 minutes, and 22 seconds, I need you to be exchanging some phone numbers, right? Because we ain't going to be in the DM too long. All right? So after you get the phone numbers, now it's time to proceed to the next level. What are we doing here? All right, so let's get to the virtual dating. I want to set the tone. I want to set the pace. I want to make it nice and cozy for you, right? All right, so he's going to order you. You set the date. Well, let me back up. You set the date. You set the time. You create the atmosphere. So, all right, kings, you're in your place. She's in her place. But the whole focus is for you to act as if or to feel as if you're in the same place. So I need you to be on your Spotify. I need you to play the same song, and I need you to get the atmosphere together and get it right, all right, for the person that you're pursuing. All right, let's get it together. So the music is right? The scene is right. Light a candle. Queens, light a candle. Kings, light a candle. We setting the tone. We making a great connection, all right? Order her favorite meal. We're going to talk about restaurants. We're going to talk about meals. We're going to talk about what she likes, what she doesn't like. Now, queens, if you don't feel comfortable with giving him your address, he needs to cash app you. That's what he needs to do. He needs to, like he got in that DM, he needs to go ahead and cash app you that $100. Yep, I said $100. Yep, nothing more, nothing less. All right, that qualifies for the first date. All right, so cash app her if she's not comfortable with giving you her address. Go ahead and cash app her that $100. Order from your favorite restaurants. Once the food is delivered, you're going to indulge in that. Say your grace, say your prayers. You're going to bless the food. You're going to do it together. Let the man lead, queens. Let him do that, all right? So he's going to bless the food, all right? And after that, you're going to indulge, you're going to engage, and you're going to enjoy your meal. Candid conversation, being comfortable with each other, talking about, the latest events. And that's how you're going to do that. Once the virtual date concludes, and then you thank him for the dinner, and you all go about your way until the next time. So when I come back from this little commercial break, I'm going to tell you if you got a quarantine bae or a quarantine boo-boo. And ain't nobody got time for that. Stay tuned.
Hold up, Jay. Hold up.
So welcome back to Queenup Chronicles Talk. I'm going to tell you 3 ways to know, I know that's one, but 3 ways to know if you got a quarantine bae or a quarantine boo-boo. I had to break out my notes for this one, queen. All right? So 3 ways to know if you got a quarantine bae. So the number 1 way to know that you got a quarantine bae, he DMs you. Yeah, he all up in the DM because y'all know it goes down in the DM. All right? So he DMs you, hello, how are you? All right? That's acceptable, queens. All right? And then he also DMs you, you are beautiful. No sexual overtones. Conversation is appropriate. He's just letting you know that he see you. All right? And who doesn't like to be seen? All right? And then number 2, he makes an attempt to get to know you. Eventually, he asks for your phone number. All right? And if you're interested, again, I can't reiterate enough. If you're interested, let him know you're interested. And if you're not, let him know that you're not interested. No time for the games, okay? Not in the queendom, all right? And number 3, he has good conversation. He has something to talk about. He's stimulating you mentally. He's not focused on the physical, all right? That's the way to know that you have, the 3 ways to know that you have a quarantine bae. All right, now let's get right into the boo-boo. All right, ring the bell. I need y'all to get into those comments. I need y'all to email me. I need y'all to follow me on my Instagram feed because we don't have time for the boo-boos. Nobody got time for that. All right, so 3 ways to know that you have a quarantine boo-boo. All right, so first thing is he all up in your DM talking about how sexy you are. See, now, we got to cut them right quick, real fast. All right, sexy, fine. He loves your body, unacceptable. I ain't doing that, boo, not at this point. No, we're not. All right? And then he texts you for a whole week. What are you doing? Brother, you know what we're doing. We are doing absolutely nothing because we're on quarantine. Are you serious? All right. And number 3, after those 2 weeks, 3 days, 12 hours, 47 minutes and 15 seconds, he's still all up in your DM. He ain't offered you no phone number. He ain't requested your phone number, better yet. And he's still playing games. So that's the way to know that you have a quarantine boo-boo. And again, ain't nobody got time for that. Oh, wow. Do y'all hear that? Y'all know what that means. That's breaking news. Hold on now, hold on. I got to get my glasses. Y'all know how I do it. All right. So I don't do politics, but if I did do politics, I would congratulate Kamala Harris, right? She's been nominated by Joe Biden as the VP pick on a major party, the Democratic Party, no less. So I don't do politics, but if I did, I would say congratulations to Kamala Harris. Congratulations, sis. Now stay tuned. I have the one and only Shanae Joyce-Stringer, CEO and owner of Shanae Joyce-Stringer Enterprise. Stay tuned. You don't want to miss it. And so we're back. I am Jay West. Thank you so much for staying tuned into Queenup Chronicles Talk. I am so happy to have you. I am here with my first guest, Shanae Joyce-Stringer, CEO of Shanae Joyce Enterprise. She is a motivational speaker, she is a published author, and she's also on administration of Kingdom Connections. To my single ladies, y'all want to stay tuned for that information. All right, so Shanae, what's good, sis?
It is a pleasure to be here with you. I'm just so excited to be on Queenup Chronicles and to be with the queen herself, Miss J. West.
Thank you. Likewise, sis. So you have Shanae Joyce Enterprise. Tell me what that entails.
So it basically entails all of the other things that I do. I'm a certified life and relationship coach. Okay. So I cover my coaching programs for individuals, couples, and groups in that program. Also, as you said, I'm an author, so I furnish my books through self-publication under that entity as well. Okay. And of course, as you said, I'm a speaker, so I use that as my platform to inform not just singles, but relationship advice as well. Right. And because I am ordained as an evangelist, I do use that platform to continue to minister to God's people.
Well, I'm going to tell you, honey, we love a queen who wears multiple hats. We love that. And you wear like 3 or 4 different hats. So let's talk more about your books.
Yes.
Let's talk about those because I know I purchased the book. Yes. Okay, Cover Your Covering is what I read. And I read it on a daily basis, right, to connect to my future husband.
Your future husband.
Right?
He's on the way.
So you say to start praying for it. So give us that, sis.
Yeah, so Cover Your Covering is a book that covers prayer because I understand it's important that you're specific in your prayer. And we're always, as singles, should be praying for our future spouse, but of course I'm telling it to the women. Right. And I wanted women to have specific prayers to be able to cover their future spouse, or if they're already married, their spouse from head to toe. So prayers for his heart, his mind, his eyes, his roles as a husband, role as a father, and even some declarations for women.
Of course. But you know what? I would be remiss in this interview if I did not mention that you are also an educator.
Yes.
Okay. And I saw on Facebook, we get all of our information on Facebook. Just know that, right? Very informative. No, we can't negate that, right?
Right.
So I just saw that you posted something relating to virtual
learning. Yes, because, obviously we're in the midst of a pandemic, and as an educator, it's important to be able to provide services. That's what you do, provide solutions. And so I'm offering an in-school or in-home virtual opportunity for parents who want their children to have that live education, but also be in a safe environment while they're working from home. So we're almost at capacity, but there are still opportunities for those that, still looking for someone to take care of their children.
So your capacity is what?
10 max.
Okay, 10 max. And the age group is?
They must be in kindergarten to 6th grade and already enrolled either in Dade County or Broward County Public Schools.
Okay. Girl, you're doing your thing, boo. Congratulations on everything.
Thank you.
But when we come back, we're going to take a quick commercial break. I want you to tell us about the Kingdom Connection, honey, for the singles. All right, stay tuned. And so we're back. I'm still here with my first guest, Shanae Joyce-Stringer of Shanae Joyce Enterprise. She's going to give us more information about the Kingdom Connection. Again, my singles, y'all need to stay tuned. We got more information for you. So girl, tell us more about the Kingdom Connection. But wait a minute, it's not just a connection, it's a kingdom connection.
Amen.
All right, amen.
Yes, so Kingdom Connections is a Facebook group that I am one of the admins in that group. And so it started literally from a conversation talking about matchmaking and why isn't there matchmaking in the kingdom? Why aren't we connecting more in the kingdom? And so it birthed Kingdom Connections. The founder is actually Dr. Pastor Rashida Jackson. And so it's open to those singles who are intentional and serious about making connections with their potential future spouse. So I love the group. It's great interaction, great activities, you know, and we keep the main thing. And the main thing is about connecting with other people.
Right. Well, I must admit, I am a member of the group, right? And I want to know, do you vet, because I'm totally single, do you vet the singles entering the group, or how does the membership work?
Yeah, so essentially, you know, it has to be approved to be a member in the group. I am one of those admin that will go through your personal page before I accept you coming in. You know, there are certain people that are members that, okay, when they invite someone, I trust that they know who they're inviting in. You know, some people slip through the cracks, but we quickly remove them if they don't meet up to the standards and expectations. You know, we're kingdom folks. We want to keep it kingdom-like, and that's the main thing. And then just people who are serious and intentional. You know, nobody's married, nobody's in any entanglements, you know, engaged or anything like that. You must be single.
Now you talk about the entanglements. We ain't gonna go there, sis. We ain't gonna go to the entanglements. So let me ask you this. So what is one thing that will get a member or a person that has been invited dismissed from the group?
So when I look at things, you know, just their interactions with the other people, you know, definitely being respectful of their opinions, you know, definitely looking at, you know, their language that they're using. And like I said, when I think about, we're talking about kingdom, like if it's clear that you're not kingdom minded, you're not a believer. Yeah, that's not the group for you.
It's not the group for you.
Not the group for you.
Okay, because it belongs to a select few.
Select few.
Right, and you have to be the person who fits, who's been vetted, and who fits the criteria.
Definitely.
It makes sense, right? My royalties today was about dating while in quarantine. And my guest, Shanae Joyce-Stringer, she was here, so she was privy to the conversation. So I want to kind of get her opinion on dating while on quarantine. Is it plausible or is it not? What you think, sis?
So I believe that quarantine should not stop us from making our love connections at all. Virtual dating is a possible thing. I think that being in quarantine allows you to get to know someone more organically without all the fuss and the fluff of dinner and dressing up, but forces you to have real conversations. You know, virtual conversations, you really get a chance to know more in depth. I actually went on my first virtual date while we were in quarantine, and it was a success.
Really?
So it's definitely many things that you can do. You know, it just requires you to just to be a little bit more creative, a lot more open.
Exactly.
But the possibilities are still endless even while in quarantine. Many love connections were made during this pandemic.
Okay, I love it. Like you said, it requires that they're more creative, but they still can connect.
Most
and more on a personable
on
level.
A more personal note.
All right, well, thank you for that. So tell my viewers where we can connect with you.
All right, so you can find me on social media. On Facebook, I'm listed as Shanae Joyce-Stringer. On Instagram, you can find me under Shanae Joyce_S. And on Twitter, I'm under Women Who Rock.
Thank you so much for that information. You see, a woman who wears multiple hats have multiple streams of connecting with her. All right, so make sure you follow her, make sure you inbox her, make sure you message her, because sister got it going on. Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate you for being here, and I wish you much success.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
So coming up next for your entertainment enjoyment, I have the one and only groove player. His name is Todd, but on Instagram, brother is the groove player. He's bad, he's mean, and he's handling his business. So I'm excited to have him. Stay tuned. And we're back to Queenup Chronicles Talk. Thank you so much for staying tuned in. I am Jay West, and I am here with the one and only Todd. He is better known as the groove player on Instagram. He is a bassist. He performs around South Florida, and wherever you need him to perform, he's ready and available. So Todd, welcome to Queenup Chronicles Talk.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Let me ask you something. How long have you been playing the bass?
Oh, wow. 36 years.
36 years? Really? That's impressive. Yeah. Oh, wow. So where do you perform?
I travel across the country, locally as well. Dade County, Broward County, Palm Beach, overseas, different places, wherever the job calls.
So basically, anywhere you need him, he's available. Okay. So let's back it up a little bit. What sparked your love for the bass?
Well, I come from a musically inclined family.
Okay.
My father played the guitar, and my uncle played bass, so I came up in church, and I used to watch them play, and I always had a love for it because my whole family either sings or plays something. So.
Oh, wow.
And
Wonderful.
I took to the bass.
Wonderful. Well, I've seen him perform all around Miami, Fort Lauderdale, and I've truly enjoyed him. And that's why I invited him to be a guest on Queenup Chronicles Talk. So what we're going to do, since you're not going to perform live today, we will cut to one of your performances. Is that okay?
Let's do it.
All right, so let's do it. So we're going to cut to one of Todd's performances, the groove player, no less, right? So let's get it.
Watch me right here and do what to
Y'all see how we do it on the QUCT, right? Queenup Chronicles Talk. I hope you enjoyed that performance. So now, Todd, tell us how we can connect with you, how we can hire you, and what's going on with you.
Yeah, my social media, if you want to reach me on there, I have a Facebook, Todrick Hunter, Todrick Hunter. Instagram, you can reach me at Groove Player, GROOVEPLAYA. And I have a Twitter. You can spell it the same way as my Instagram, Groove Player. And you can reach me on any of those platforms.
So I'm sure y'all realize that it's like groovy. Okay, that's what it is. All right, again, I am Jay West. Thank you so much for tuning in to Queenup Chronicles Talk. And stay tuned for the next episode, Queen Up. For my outfit of today, I am representing two sister queens. This fabulous two-piece suit with the accent colors is amazing. It is from Raw Couture. And then to top it off, I added a flower brooch from Yvonne Designs. You are sure to make a statement with any outfit you pair this brooch with. Thank you so much for staying tuned in to Queenup Chronicles Talk, and stay tuned for the next episode.